Crews in the South Florida community of Surfside continue today the painstaking process of trying to find survivors more than 24 hours after a condo building collapsed. Wet weather isn't helping the process, and crews are also dealing with small fires breaking out at the scene. Now, this new image shows fire crews dousing the rubble with streams of water. And here's what we know right now. At least 159 people remain missing. At least 4 people are confirmed dead. And today, Governor DeSantis said people need a definitive explanation for how this could have happened. Also, Mayor Lenny Curry says Jacksonville is sending equipment to Surfside, and personnel may follow in a matter of days. And do you remember this footage showing rescuers pulling a 15-year-old boy from the rubble? Well, we learned today his mother, Stacy Fang, was killed in the collapse. News4Jax has reporters following the latest updates in the collapse tonight. We begin with reporter Vic Michelucci, who is live in Surfside. And Vic, are they making any progress?
They're certainly working very hard. We can say that. Unfortunately, we have not seen anyone come out alive from the rubble. We have seen a lot of activity behind us. In fact, they have heavy lifting equipment. They've got cranes. They've got backhoes working to remove some of the large pieces of concrete, rebar, appliances, air conditioning units. You'll notice that there is still smoke and dust coming out. That's from the flare-ups. It's also from just some of the shifting with the debris. You have 12 stories worth of rubble that they are still going through, and they have to do it very, very carefully. They are treating it like there are people trapped underneath, still alive over there. Around here, it is just a very busy scene. We have roads blocked off, traffic for miles, because police and fire rescue are coming and going. They're bringing in new resources, more technology, the heavy machinery that I was talking about, everything they can to try to continue that hope. Family members, they're gathering. They are watching this as we are. Some of them optimistic they'll find their loved ones. Other ones, not so sure. Search and rescue teams meticulously and methodically comb through every piece of concrete, metal, and furniture above the ground and underneath. They're still hearing movement.
We are listening for sounds. It's not specifically, human sounds. It could be, tapping. It could be steel, kind of twisting. It could be some of the debris kind of raining down. So we concentrate in those areas.
It's a painstaking process with storms rolling through and fires flaring up. Plus, State Fire Marshal Jimmy Patronis tells us there are concerns the rest of the 12-story building could fall.
These men and women, whether it be Christmas or New Year's or birthdays or anniversaries, they respond to the call. And that's what they did at 1:30 in the morning last night. So, what I want is I want to make sure that the sacrifices they make don't go unnoticed.
This as family members desperately wait for word on their loved ones. Pablo Rodriguez can't reach his mother or his grandmother.
When you see the footage, she was in that first tower that went down, so it became clear to us what happened.
The town of Surfside is running a family reunification center where worried relatives wait. We haven't seen any happy reunions here, but it's not stopping them from keeping hope. Soraya Cohen is still looking for her husband.
This is what he looks like. If anybody sees him in any of the hospitals.
And back out here live, better perspective of some of the urban search and rescue teams. You've got Task Force 1 and 2 here. They have been working around the clock. They're rotating because this is a grueling job. It is difficult. And now we are being hit by smoke from yet another flare-up. I spoke with one of the firefighters who is experienced with this kind of operation. He says it could be gas. It could also be lithium batteries from cars, from pieces of technology. All of those are known to catch fire. Certainly we are smelling it. We are fearing it, feeling it. That's why you see some of the police officers putting on masks as well as glasses, doing everything they can to stay out here to do that difficult job and protect themselves at the same time. So we are waiting for more word about the updates with this search and rescue. As soon as we get more information, we will pass it along to you. Meanwhile, just up the road from where we are standing is that new family reunification center. People are dropping off donations, not just food and water, but also cash, offering people a place to stay and anything that they may need. There are prayer vigils in the area. This is a predominantly Jewish neighborhood, so there are a lot at the synagogues. Truly, people lifting each other up through what is most likely the most difficult time that this neighborhood has ever been through. We're live in Surfside. I'm Vic Michelucci, Channel 4, the local station.
Vic, we've been hearing community leaders encouraging people to be patient. Are people there frustrated? I can only imagine they must be so frustrated. It's been taking so long.
Yeah, and the truth is that most people don't understand the process. Unless you are actually a member of these specially trained search and rescue teams, you don't really know exactly what's going on behind there. So we have heard from some family members who have raised their voices. They've been upset. They said, let me get in there. Let me get in the rubble. I can find my loved ones. Let me just tell you, from everybody that I've talked to, these are the best of the best in the Southeast, doing everything they can. And while it may look like they are going slowly, it's not for lack of trying. It's because they're doing this methodically. They're doing everything they can to preserve anybody that may still be alive under there. That's why they can't just rip through all this rubble with heavy machines.
All right, Vic Michelucci reporting to us live. Thank you, Vic.
We're also learning more about those missing in the collapse. Stacey Spanos is here now with some of their photos. Stacey?
This is the toughest part. Loved ones gave these photos to our news partner out of Miami, and they show pictures of mothers, fathers, grandparents, children, newlyweds. Some are members of a local Jewish synagogue. We want to show you a few of them now. Ray and Mercy Urgelis lived in apartment 211. Friends say she was the director of the pharmacy at Coral Gables Hospital. This is the Ainsworth couple. This is their wedding photo when they were first married. This is Luis Bermudez and Anna Ortiz. Luis has muscular dystrophy and cannot walk. That's according to his cousin. And this is Graciela Catarasi and her daughter Estela. A friend told us that Graciela's elderly parents are also missing. Just some of the images of the people who may be lost in that condominium collapse. If you know anyone who needs this information right here of that family reunification line, please give it to them. The number is 305-614-1819. We've also listed it on news4jax.com, along with more pictures of people who are still missing.